out there, and welcome to English Teacher Plays. We're here with a Fisherman's Island alpha test. So, the first thing that comes up on the screen, and you may have seen it before I started talking, was the thing saying that this was an alpha test and was no way representative of the final version of the game, blah, 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 blah. The problem with putting your game onto Steam in an alpha state and charging money for it is that you're asking people to pay for the privilege of alpha testing, not beta testing, alpha testing your game, and then making a bunch of disclaimers saying that people shouldn't take that as the final product. You're charging real dollars, real currency for your game, which means that people have the right to criticize the product that they're buying, and you shouldn't be putting games onto Steam that are in alpha. So let's have a look. So, yeah, all intellectual property rights, sure. They cannot copy, redistribute, yeah. Modify, decompile, disassemble. Got it. Termination of applicable law. Sure, let's accept. I said I wanted it in English, but that's okay. I guess we're playing it in French. So far it looks good for an alpha. Okay. Choose the chapter. Yes. My name. Mr. Jacobs. Okay. That's an interesting tooltip. That's quite pretty. This is all in French. Why? Yep. I can't read French. I said that I wanted it in English. I can't read French. Sorry. I don't speak any French. Many apologies. Yeah. No idea what any of that says. But there's some sort of universe happening. I thought we were fishermen. But we're moving closer. We're moving closer to whatever this is. Sure. I'm just turning it down a little bit. Love that archway. I'm digging the music though. Got a real good vibe. Okay. Still don't know what any of that means. Yep. No idea. I'm pretty sure I chose English. So something's happening. There's like a rock and some fire. Yep. And then some stuff happens. Yeah. Okay. So this is like the history of whatever that place is called? Sure. Yep. Yeah. So that was all the opening cinematic, I guess. I'm ready for some Fisherman's Island. We're 5 minutes in, and I haven't actually been able to engage with any of the content because it's not actually in English, even though it asked me if I wanted it in English. No idea. No idea. No idea. Oh my god. You know what? I'm gonna exit out and see if I can make it, because there's no way to get to the menu either. I can't exit out and go to the menu here, so I'm gonna force quit it, and then we'll come back in and see if I can force it to do English. Okay, yeah, it's just only in French, so I guess we're just... Well, I'll just fast forward through the opening cinematic here. There's no way to skip it. And then we'll see if there's actually any gameplay. How many title screens do we need, my dude? I mean, your logo is cool, but, like... I don't need 400 Fisherman's Island title screens. Oh my god. I also have no investment because I don't know what's happening. Cool. So that's us. Okay. So the only buttons that work are S and D. And they do different things depending on where I'm facing. And J works. I, yeah. Okay. But I can only walk towards the camera or sideways. Okay. Text block. Sure, I guess we accept. Okay. Is it showing us where we need to go? Kind of reminds me of Super Mario World. Okay, so we can sprint. Is there controls? Why would move forward be Z? Oh my god. That's just atrocious. Oh, now none of them work. Okay. Oh, there... Nope. Nope. W still doesn't work. Okay. Yeah, so this is why you don't put alpha tests onto Steam, because this game is basically not playable. I can't read it. The character doesn't control at all. Like, this is frozen. The game is fully frozen. So the feedback that I would give is take it off of Steam and test it with people that aren't paying money for it, because right now I'm pretty angry and I'm definitely refunding it. I'm going to give it a negative review. That's where we're at. So that's what's going to happen with your game when you put it into Steam in this kind of state. I actually kind of like the music. I like the aesthetic. I like the vibe. From what I gather, you're on some sort of mysterious Fisherman's Island and there's weird stuff happening. Maybe stuff got destroyed or something. But the problem is the game is in such a state that is such an unplayable state that there's no way for me to enjoy any of that because I'm so frustrated by the rest of the game. So let's go look at the description and see what it has to say for itself. All right, Fisherman's Island alpha test. I mean, it is right there in the title, but like I knew that this was. I was hoping that it was better than what the title leads me to believe. If you look at the trailer here, you can see what I was seeing. It looked really cool. It looked kind of gorgeous, and they've obviously got a font that they're really digging, and yeah, it's a nice looking game, but it's just not ready to go, man. It's not ready to rock. It's not ready for anybody to be playing it apart from the developers. Like, this is not the time to launch this onto Steam. It's a bad idea. This is a bad idea, guys. Fisherman's Island is an RPG exploration game with both third-person and first-person views. Uncover the mystery of vanishing fish in ancient tombs, craft, cook, and improve your character's skills, solve puzzles for captivating rewards. This game is in alpha. Not all game mechanics are. That's very profound. Developed by Orcia, or I don't know. Games. Alright, so, we've got some broken images here as well. This is just basically ChatGPT said why someone might go into early access. Our video game has been in development for 1.5 years, and we're aiming to release the final version in 2026. Right. So your game is 2 years away from being out, and it's not in a playable version yet. The alpha version of Fisherman's Island, our game, currently represents just 5% of the final product. No. Like, just no? 5% of the product and you're charging for it? Like, if you go to a restaurant and you order a burger and they bring out a slice of pickle and then say, like, don't worry, the rest of the burger's coming in 3 hours, and you eat that. Like, no, man. Just no. And I know that's not a perfect analogy, but, like, 5% of the game? Come on. That's not what this is for. Develop a game, and then put it into testing yourself, and then test it some more. And then go to beta testing, and then test it some more. And then maybe go to an early access release once you've got a polished, playable version of the game. It's not. This is way too early. The final rendering will include procedural generation in the surrounding region, a dynamic weather with consequences on the environment and the character, and main and side missions, and many other features. So, the game. Our game is currently in the alpha stage, which means that core mechanics are being gradually implemented with the support and feedback from players to ensure proper balance. Significant changes are still in store. Changes? You mean developing the rest of the game. Sure. The game includes basic regions with basic architecture. A mission system prototype is in development and already available in the game. Basic character controls are also available. They're not. It froze. You can explore 3 areas in the game. The Sombra Boys Forest, Central Region, and the Bay of... however you say that. Pustets. And also visit the starting village, Village Luga. User interfaces are present in the gameplay of this version, including initial interactions such as missions and collectible items. The day-night cycle functions, and villagers move around according to the time of day. The game is playable in both third and first person as preferred. The game is priced at 50% during early access, so it's currently half the full price. Sure. I mean, just... it's bad. Beta testing. We organize beta tests. No! I mean, that would be fine, but why would you charge $15 for a game in this state? It's just a bad idea. This game is in alpha. Not all game mechanics are present yet. None of them are. Like, the movement doesn't even work. Explore a huge world. In Fisherman's Island, you play as a young, aspiring fisherman who dreams of following in his father's footsteps and becoming a master of fishing. However, during your initiation, you realize that all the fish in the ocean have mysteriously disappeared. Oh no, leaving your people in a state of emergency. How to survive without food or resources. Fisherman's Island is an RPG exploration game offering both third-person and first-person perspectives. They're really hammering that in. Discover the reason behind the disappearance of the fish by exploring the island's ancient tombs and unveiling all their secrets. Throughout your adventure, a multitude of activities will be available to you. You can craft items from the resources you've collected, cook dishes using ingredients gathered from plants and the ground. Your character skills, such as movement speed, fast swimming, and inventory capacity, among others, will progressively improve as you gain experience. Among others means they don't actually know yet. Numerous puzzles will be scattered throughout the world of Fisherman's Island. These puzzles will regularly punctuate your adventure and reward you with consistently captivating items or surprises. Woof. The game looks really pretty. I love the way it looks. It's kind of like Firewatch. It's got that kind of vibe. So it's on itch.io as well, but like, God, man, like, just don't put it up here in alpha state. Don't. It's just, you're just going to get negative reviews. Anybody buying this is going to give you a negative review. It's just going to happen. You might get a couple of people with like no reviews done on Steam who go like, oh, I can really see the potential. And then that's all you're going to get. And then you'll just get forgotten. No one's going to stick around. You know, like, it's just the wrong time to be releasing, man. Like, the game's not ready for people to play it. If you want people excited about the game, you need to give them a taste of something good. You know, and I hate to go back to the restaurant example, but when, like, Gordon Ramsay takes his terrible kitchen, his kitchen nightmare out on the town to try and promote their restaurant, they don't just take 5%, they make, like, an actual really nice thing and feed it to people and then go, if you liked that, come back for more later. And that's what a early access release should be. If you like this, come back for more. It should be like a fully delicious dish already, not a bag of, half thrown together flour with some pepper in it going like, yeah, like, as you can see, we're going to, like, make something that's going to be quite good, because we've got pepper and we've got flour and we're not sure what else we're going to add to it, but we're thinking eggs. I don't know what I'm making with flour and pepper and eggs, but whatever we're making something cool. So they've got really good trailers here, but the game just isn't a game. It doesn't function. So, man, I've been ranting for ages. Let's look at the developer. So this is their first game, their only game. Yeah, and if you've got a button that says English, that says I can play it in English, then I should be able to play it in English. Interface is English, French, and full audio in English. So I would assume that the interface includes the text, because that's, even if you were just throwing that into Google Translate, that's just straight up one of the easiest things you should be able to do. So I'm going to leave it there. That's Fisherman's Island Alpha Test. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment down below. Check out the game by clicking on the link in the description, and I'll see you guys next time. Class dismissed.